Hello, great day, grand risings, beautiful people. Welcome back to, I don't even know if I need to keep count, 4th, 5th, 6th, 7th episode session. Let me close this up real quick for us. We're gonna close that up because I feel like that sound might be a little crazy if we don't. Welcome back to my corner of the internet. I am Brittany. I'm a mental health therapist, author, researcher, and lover of all. And I came on YouTube because it was getting a little tiring posting all those stories and trying to keep up with people interacting in the DMs and talking to people. And then my homegirl was like, if you created a YouTube, then one video that you don't have to stop and start will be available to whoever wants to watch it, and you can just interact in the comments and people can interact with one another. And I'm like, that makes so much more sense. I've never been a YouTuber. When people ask me like, who are your favorite podcasts, who do you like to watch, who do you follow, like, I never really got into the YouTube wave. And now I feel like I'm trying, because I'm trying to figure out like, how do I do this, what I'm trying to do. But then another part of me is like, there are some people who are interested in those types of things, and there are people who are not. And I think I might just be one of those people who are not. So the sharing part comes really easy and organic to me, and I like that part. But the actual following along, I think, is really hard, because then I have so many questions, and I don't even know if I have the time to relay all that I'm trying to do in someone else's YouTube video. But I know some people just watch, like have it on as background. So I think that's cool too. I think that's cool as well. So if I'm just like a backgrounder to you and what you got going on, I love it. Thanks for having me here in your living room while you cleaning. I see you cleaning, girl. That's if you choose to listen to this while you're cleaning. But another episode is back, and we are yapping and driving to the office. In the weekend, I would love to say I went ham this weekend. I was going to brunch and getting rest and sleeping and got my house clean and did all the domestic things that I wanted to do. But actually, I went to a workout. There is an organization with two sisters. Ooh, sorry, you cannot be right there. There's an organization here in Jacksonville, Florida called Body Precepts by two sisters, Jocelyn, and Jolisa. I know one's Joe. I hope I don't get that mixed up. But they have, they're like a women-owned, for women workout company, basically. And they had something called a HIIT workout, which was 3 miles, run over 3 bridges, and checkpoints along the way. I'm an ex-athlete. I ran track and field, middle school, high school, college. I'm a current athlete. I play volleyball, and I'm just like, it's like a fun weekend. Well, now I'm a fun weekend player, but the last couple years of me playing was like tournaments, putting up money. Some of me and my homegirls used to kind of gamble a little bit with it. So like, I play sports. I'm an athlete, or so I told myself. Girl, went to that workout Saturday morning, all of Saturday, all of Sunday. My body was like out of commission. That type of pain that it starts hurting when you sit down on the toilet. Like getting into bed, trying to bend down to get something. Like so hurt that I feel like a stretch won't even do. It's like I'm trying to stretch. I'm trying to stretch, y'all. It's painful. It hurts. So I'm having some troubles right now with my body after this workout that I thought was going to be like they got a group of 60 people, maybe 50 people. It was a lot of people. Like, it was a whole crew of us. But when I got there, I think my natural instinct to compete, like, and not necessarily compete to anyone, but competing with myself, like that active, like, I'm fast, I still got this, my body can do this, I'm there. My man told me, like, don't go out there being wild. And I think what the kids say, fucked around and found out. Like, I went out there being wild and I felt it. I feel it. Like, I just don't even, I'm about to spend 6 hours sitting in my office seeing clients today. And I even question, like, sitting for 6 hours upright in that position in my chair, which is not the most comfortable. I don't know how that's going to work out. But that brings me to my point of the journey of comparison. You will hear that comparison is a thief of all joy, and comparison is what. I can't say I resonate with that, depending on who you're comparing yourself to, right? So, like, if you are a runner, right, when you're actively in the race, it's nice to have someone who's running at the same speed, if not faster, right next to you, because that does prompt and push you to want to really run faster. I've gotten my best times when I have been in the fastest heat. I ain't gonna win, but I'm not here to win, right? When you're with the fastest girls, number one, you made it in the category, so that says something. But even amongst the fastest of women, someone has to come in 8th place. Doesn't make you slow. You're slower than the person who comes in 1st through 7th, but you're not slow if you made it to the fastest heat and you competed with the top girls. And so it was times like that I really loved, even though in the moment I didn't understand that message. But I had a phenomenal coach, and she used to always reinforce that to us, like, you're about to run this race, and don't be so happy when you come out of the 3rd heat and you won, and now you're going to, like, the finals. It's like, yeah, you should have won the 3rd heat, right? Like, that's amazing. But the real mindset needs to be around, how do I do when it's like I'm coming up with people who are great at what they do too, you know? So in that instance, comparing yourself to people, I kind of feel like it's only natural. Like, humans, we have this comparative nature about us. That's how we know what is what due to our life in context of others. But I think there's another piece of comparison, of like the comparison to yourself. I have this thing now that I just started where my to-do list has just become a to-feel list. And that alone, I believe, has shaped and just transitioned the way. Okay, I had to stop that and bring it back. But I've transitioned my way of thinking of the things that I have to do to how I want to feel. And so, like, working out started becoming like, I wanted to be proud of myself. I wanted to feel strong. And then that made it that I could find other ways to get that feeling, and I don't have to put the pressure on myself to actually work out, because I actually really hate working out. Like, I love playing games. I don't like working out. I don't like actively taking a weight and doing this for 50 times. I don't enjoy squats. I just don't enjoy that. Maybe for so long of like almost being told and like having to do it, I think it really just made it so now I don't want to. But when you get to your 30s, they say like you really have to start like lifting weights and like resistance, right? Because your body is changing and you're losing a little bit of something. So it's like I'm getting my mind there to kind of get it there. But changing it from a to-feel list to a to-do list has felt like a game changer for me. And I've started to look at comparison the same way. Like, my coach is trying to tell me, hey, in these races, it's you versus you. So like the person next to you is going to push you, and that's great because iron sharpens iron. But their PR, when they look on paper of what their greatest times were, you're not going to be a part of that. In the same way, when you look at all the work that you've done from your collegiate career, your athletic career, they won't be on that list, but you will. And what you will see is either over time you getting faster, doing better, or you staying the same, or you getting slower and getting worse. But you are truly who you're comparing yourself to. So I went to this workout and I like met a new girl who I just love. I adored her. She was so cool. She's a athletic trainer, but she lived in Georgia, and I didn't even realize how close Georgia and Jacksonville were. So she came in for the race, and I had her be like my anchor of the time, because I'm like, you know, I can do this. I want to know if I gotta ever run from a zombie, I want to be able to pick up my baby like a backpack and take off. Like, have y'all ever seen those videos? Like, I think specifically the one I'm thinking of is the mom lifted up a car that fell on her son in an accident. And could that woman lift the car? No, like, she was not humanly strong enough to do that. But when that adrenaline came, she knew something was on the line, and it was push come to shove, you need your baby to stay alive. She picked up a car. I had a small house fire when I was in Birmingham one time. And when I walked in and saw that, like, the part of my kitchen was on fire, I put my arms around the stove and I snatched it out of the little socket thing that it was in. I couldn't even push the stove in it. Like, I needed help to even move the stove in. I couldn't even move the stove on my own when I was moving into this house. But that's something also that reinforced, like, I know my body. When I gotta do, I'ma do. And so at this workout, I found someone to, like, be my anchor. And as I just started feeling more confident in the run, I felt stronger. But I was in pain. But it felt good. So I'm still trying to make sense of the workout, because it was physical, yes. It felt so spiritual to me. It felt so like my spirit was being moved. My insides were jumping for joy, but saddened from pain, all at the same time. And I don't even know. I was confused by it. I was very confused by it. But I enjoyed it so much. So just made it to the office. I'm saying all that to say all of this. You are your biggest competitor. Like, you are competing against no one but yourself. And if you have strong people who are running in your heat with you, right? Ambitious, powerful people, strong, confident, loving people to you, encouraging, supportive. If you have those people running alongside of you, it's only going to push you more. But you owe yourself the time and the patience to really run your own race to see how great you can do just being you. Because if it's one thing life has taught me, can't nobody be me how I can be me, and I can't be anybody else. So comparing myself to someone's journey, to wanting to be in someone else's shoes, like doing something that I feel like I need to do because someone else is doing it, which it may not even be for me. It's probably not even for me, right? It won't serve any purpose. So be you. You're your biggest competitor. Keep running your race. Stay on the journey, because you are so close. You're getting there. You're getting there. You're getting there. You're getting there. Until next time.